Okay, here we go. Second time. So I'm doing a new moon Sagittarius reading. The moon is going to be new tomorrow, December 13th. Of course, the timing may change based on the location. It's late at night, so I'm going to let you do the math. But as I was getting set up to do this video, I kept hearing this song, an old song from like the 60s and 70s by this group called the Delphonics, and it's called Hey Love. And the lyrics in the song go, hey love, turn your head round, take off that frown, you're in love, you're in love. And it just keeps going and repeats like that. And so I'm wondering if this new moon is about you sort of getting into this mode of directing your energy toward what it is that is right for you, coming for you. And again, not necessarily a love relationship. Whenever I get these songs, it's mostly just about the spiritual opening that is coming in. And of course, Sagittarius, I'm getting into some astrology speak here. Sagittarius being ruled by the planet Jupiter. If you are into astrology at all, I would check whatever house, not only the house where your Sagittarius is, but also the house where you have Jupiter located. You might see some sort of you might see something happening there, or some sort of possibility coming forward to be renewed. Yeah, I don't know why I said that, to be renewed. But of course, this is a new moon. So when we talk about new moons, we talk about possibilities. We talk about what we want to see. We don't necessarily act on it, but we get into a space of preparing for it to come. We are and I say that mostly in trying to be a little bit, how do I say it, trauma informed, by not saying that you should gaslight yourself into believing something is coming. There has to be a natural sense of like a healing sense of something coming, because you have been putting in the work before this new moon. And not to say that not putting it in, you shouldn't be able to say, I want to feel an opening here in my life. And having Sagittarius with the good luck planet of Jupiter coming in and saying, and so it shall be, so it shall be. Hey love, wake up, turn around. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm just going to pull cards and just sort of go with the flow here. Let's see. New moon, Sagittarius. Did you see how that turned over? That's amazing. That just flipped over right in my hands. The Page of Cups. There's some sort of love message, some sort of new beginning, some sort of birth. Ooh, here we go. Now we've got the Ace of Swords and the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Oops. Oh, these all fell out. You know what? I'm just going to take them. Why not? All right. So we've got the Page of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles came out next, along with the Five of Swords in reverse. Then the Knight of Wands, the Emperor, the World in reverse, and the Fool. Ooh, there's a lot of major arcana and a lot of court action going on here. When we talk about this Page of Cups, and the words that come to mind with the Page of Cups are new birth, new beginning, new And when I say it's not even birth, it's more like new conception, a new concept, a new understanding is being formed in this dark space of the new moon. And when we talk about a dark space, it's actually funny because I did a meditation last week in Shavasana pose. In yoga, that is the pose where you're just lying down on your back with your hands and legs sort of stretched out, and you're just lying there contemplating what it's like to be renewed. And so that's sort of the energy that I'm seeing here, is this energy, this concept of being renewed. And of course, we're in this new moon energy, and the darkness of the new moon is where things are formed and created. They're not yet ready to see, the light, but it is in darkness where things are created. That might also be a message. With this 8, excuse me, I don't know why I said 8. I know I said 8. These cards add up to 8. But it's funny because even if you were to flip an 8 over, it'd still be an 8. Anyway, the Ace of Swords in the reverse indicates this. I feel like slowing down. Not even slowing down, not speaking, not talking, something around not talking, something around you're not talking about something that had lost its way, something that lost balance. And you're definitely not talking about something that ended. There's something that ended that you are not talking about. And maybe it's someone that you're not talking to. You are not talking. On either side, you are not talking, right? And this has to be about some sort of dynamic, dynamic that was connected, be it a friendship, be it a work relationship, be it something. You're not talking about it. The other person's not talking about it. There's just this sort of like there's this sense of let's agree to disagree, at least on your side. On the other side, someone is like, well, I'm heavily blaming you, right? The Knight of Wands comes in, and it's not just a message. There's some sort of evidence. There's some sort of evidence that there is some action being taken. Because, and it's not just a message. You see something happens. Something happens. That's what it is. Something happens while you're in this space of reconcepting yourself, right? Conception, right? You're in this space of reconcepting yourself, a new concept of who you are after you have decided to cut off or agree to disagree. But now something happens. Some action is taken. And all of a sudden, it's like the floodgates are just released, and all of this energy comes pouring forth. And it's just like, whoa, wait, what just happened? Because we have the Emperor here upright, we have the World in reverse, and we've got the Fool card, which is the beginning of the journey of the tarot. We're starting back at 0. The Emperor talks about structure. The Emperor talks about even a father figure, some sort of masculine energy. And when I say masculine energy, I'm talking about someone who is coming in and wanting to provide structure to something. Someone may even want to come in to repair something that you thought had ended. And I'm not saying, ooh, this person is coming back, blah, 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 blah. I'm saying There is something coming back. And as we all know, Mercury retrograde is coming up, and that could be also part of this reading. So we've got the Emperor upright, we've got the World card in the reverse. The World card typically, I mean, we've got the end and the beginning. You might have answers coming through as to why. You might have answers coming through from someone else, and I feel their voice being louder in all this. I feel their voice being the one that's going to be, and when I say the loudest, when I tap into it, I'm hearing them talking. Like they're doing most of the talking, and you're just, sort of sitting there like, I hate to use the word, but you're standing on business of, I agreed to disagree. So whatever you're talking about, congrats, you get a prize, that sort of a thing. But that's just me. But yeah, here you have something that you thought was over and done with coming back. And when I say coming back, it could be a state of mind. Doesn't have to be a person or relationship. Could just be something that you left behind at one point is coming back to have its say, and you are going to have to decide, are you going to be the fool? Are you going to do this all over again? And so I want to look at the bottom of the deck here to see what's going on. We have the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Excuse me. With this particular King of Swords showing up how it is, I feel like you're going to have the final word. And you're going to have the final word. And you're going to have to make a decision that works for you. Because here, this is you, the Ace of Swords in the reverse. This is you. You're just like, you know what? I think I'm not even going to let this get off the ground. I'm not going to say anything about it. I'm just going to let it be, because I don't need to put energy to it. But here, it's sort of like, let me take up this sword again and make it very clear. I am in charge of my voice. I am in charge of what I manifest. I am in charge of who comes in and out of my kingdom. I'm very clear about my boundaries. So this King of Swords is really just prepared to, draw a line in the dirt and say, do not cross, right? Because there's something also here that I feel like there's this sort of con artist energy in this reading, that whoever's coming back and doubling down and doing all this rah, 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 talk, 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 it's just that. It is just talk. They haven't done the deep work that you have, because if you're watching this channel, I'm pretty sure you have done the work. Excuse me. Let me go ahead and draw a few more cards here. Maybe get some clarification. I usually get good results from, let's see. Yeah. Let me see if I can get some additional guidance from my Hermetic Tarot deck. My apologies. My throat gets so dry when I start talking nowadays. So I've not been drinking enough water, which I should be. But either way, let's keep going. All right, can we get some clarification here, Spirit? Ooh, right off the bat. Okay. So 9 of Cups in reverse, 8 of Pentacles upright. Yeah, it's sort of this, with the 9 of Cups in reverse, it's not so much that it is you standing, giving up the sense of self. You will only give up your sense of self if it's worth it. Like, there's nothing on earth that is worth you giving away all the cycles of healing that you've been through, all the cycles of health challenges, any health challenges you may have had. Because I don't know, I guess I'm seeing Virgo in this card. I think that's the Virgo sign. any health issues that you may have had, all the healing that you did for yourself. You're not just going to give this up for just anybody. Yeah. Whoever's coming, it needs to make it very clear that they intend to have a clear contract with you, like with you. They're not just coming in, and even if it is a contract, sit on it, wait until after the new year to sign any contract, because again, this is just giving the energy of, I just feel this is someone coming in with a lot of rah, 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 talk, talk, talk. If they're very serious about it, it can wait until after the new year for you to sign anything. That way it will be easier to get out of. I would even wait until, excuse me, I would even wait until the end of January, following, post Mercury retrograde shadow.